Right. Just like you're coming into my kitchen, into my back kitchen. It's going to get pretty crazy this week, guys. And it's funny because when I look into this crystal ball, there's going to be something that's going to come out about the Israeli government. That's coming out really, really strong, so watch for that. Information's going to come out, which is going to be quite explosive. Information war we're in as well. There's a lot of stuff that's being held back, but there's some, and I'm seeing tunnels here. So maybe it's to do with where they've been going into the tunnels, or something that they've been up to, what they've done. But it's going off into Syria. It's escalating. I said this a year ago, that there would be a situation, like a war-like situation, didn't I? I said it at the beginning of the year. And it's to do with bringing all the trade to a halt, because they're going to bring in this new system. There's a new global system that they want to bring in. And everything's going to change. The food trade, everything's going to trade. It's going to affect the food trade. So I've been saying this for a while, we need to prep. I've been to a cheapy store today. I've been to something called B&M over here. You won't have B&M over your way in the US, but or anywhere else in the world, but and I got some tins of that stuff in that I needed. Yeah, so that's what they're after, Inez. That's what they're after. As all this is happening, strangely enough, I'm very drawn to Australia here. It's coming out very, very strong. And I don't see them majorly affected over what's coming in, but they're going to be holding their own on something. But it's the surrounding islands, maybe there's going to be, everything's to do with trade over the next 18 months. I've been stocking up on soups and stocks and all sorts of things, yeah. But the surrounding islands, and I'm getting Singapore for some unknown reason. Trade, what's going to be blocked and stopped, but then it's manoeuvring in a certain way. It's a word they're using. They're using this word. I want you to remember this. And then some people can be in it and some people can't be in it. But it's helping to manoeuvre the trade in as the trade changes. I know this might sound very cryptic what I'm saying, but remember it, and it may not make sense until next year. Right? So watch for it to make sense. And fish is going to come in on this. I don't know where I'm getting. There's going to be a problem getting fish. I know we get our fish from the North Sea. I don't know where you get it in America. Where do you get your fish from? Is it Atlantic fish? Where do you get your fish from? But over here in the UK, we get our fish from the North Sea. Majority of it. And the same in Denmark and places like that. We all share the same fish. Pacific and Alaska. Right, okay. There's going to be problems with the Philippines. So when everyone's going on about China with Taiwan, they're sort of integrated, or they're already integrated, or they're going to stay integrated, or they're going to go integrated. The problem's going to be to do with further afield, like the Philippines and things like that. So where there's a trade war going on, China may take a fall, but it's going to take a massive rise. China's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And yes, they've got one of the biggest armies, haven't they? Haven't they, in the world? One of the biggest armies. You need to keep your eye on Kim Jong-un as well. There's something ready to kick off over there. So how everything's kicking off, right, in the Middle East, watch for it to kick off over in North Korea and South Korea. but that will eventually become integrated. And I mean, this war in the Middle East has been going on a very long time. And it's unhealed ground. I've just seen like the ancient Egyptians and the pyramids. It's like all the gods are ready to be awakened. Orcs underneath there. And of course, it's the world that we do not know. And the Space Force is fully integrating around the world here. You've had what's happened with the, what's it called? Where they're trying to censor everything online. And they're doing it in the UK. They're getting bills passed now that basically they're going to have the rights to read through our actual mail. All right? And that's what's coming in next. So there's going to be new companies what's going to be coming forward to try to block this. So there's going to be, but there's also watch for scams on the rise as well. So it is going to be the year of deceivement. So we need to keep our wits about it. So yeah, how the censor on social media, but I'm talking about behind the scenes in private messages. This is the latest thing that they're wanting to do. And that like, it used to be secret, now they're bringing it out in the open now. But of course, the United States has different laws than everywhere else. So they've got different states and stuff like that. Yeah, the social credit scoring like in China. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a good thing for stopping paedophiles and stuff like that, against, crimes against children. But at the end of the day, it's other things that they shouldn't be, it's not nice. I mean, do you want your mail read? I personally think they've been doing it already. I just think it's a way of just bringing it out in the open. That's what I personally think. That's what they want. They want inhuman thought, but like I said, and what Baba said, it's like the robots are trying to take over, but we will ascend that much. We will be the ones in control. But there's a very iffy timeline here. But we're going to watch everything sort of in 3D erupt on this planet. I'm also very drawn to lots of African people. It might be South Africa. They look African people. And I'm seeing migrants there and they're panicking trying to get out. So I don't know if that's part of Syria or somewhere else. But I mean, as you know, there's a lot of corruption going over in South Africa with the governments as well. Land mining problems. And I've just got Diana there. Because she used to do things for that, didn't she, with land mining. I'm seeing Princess Diana here. She's not very happy. She doesn't look very happy in the crystal ball. And she's worried about Harry. There will be high alert in the UK for terrorism. We will witness as the British people that the police will need help. The system's breaking. And it is, unfortunately, that's what's coming out here. It's to do with the mosque. It's to do with the mosque. There is a plan, and what we are witnessing on world news, there's more going on behind the scenes. They don't tell where everything. And I've talked about this before on one of my live streams, but it's coming through again quite strong. I am seeing sort of camps being built. Like camps being built, like FEMA camps, that type of thing. And they look futuristic. Why they have wanted to integrate everybody, one does not really know. But are they expecting something we do not know? To try to, there could be a positive from this. I doubt it, but have you ever thought that? I think it's a lot about world control, but that they know something's coming to Earth where they're trying to save all different races. But this is more to do with because it's turning on them. And they now know that they can't, they're out of their depth, the UK alone. To do with the immigrants, I'm talking about the illegal immigrants. The FEMA camps, if there is amnesty on the streets, could be for them. But I also feel that the British people, and I've said this for a while, if the British people started to kick off, it's going to get worse than it was in France. There'll be a lot of problems throughout Europe as well. Two words are coming out in this crystal ball tonight, and it's for the future, okay? One of them's got something to do with trade and how they're blocking and that they're allowing certain people to come through. It's a word. I don't know what it is. It's a certain word they're using. It's going to be talked about a lot on podcasts and on news outlets. And then the other word that they're using is for this new system what's coming in. Now again, I could be looking 2 to 2.5 years, 3 years down the line here, but it's definitely in this crystal ball. But it's a new way. But what's also happening is I'm looking into this crystal ball is we've got a new way of thinking and new downloads coming in. And everybody who's looking for love will find love because we are now finding our soul family. As this system breaks, there's going to be massive problems with mental health, which there is at the moment. And there will be a great problem in the United States of America because of this as well. I've never felt this before, and I'm saying this again, right? I'm looking more into natural medicine. And I've recently discovered, and this has been banned, the person what wrote the book, and I don't know where it is, my daughter-in-law had the book, but apparently high doses of vitamin C and different things can actually cure mental health and stuff like that, and also build your immune system up. So vitamin C powder, I'm not talking about just the vitamin tablets that you buy over the chemist shop. I'm talking about the high doses. Natural's the best. And I feel this is going to be on the rise. This is going to be on the rise, and this is what we need to be looking into. The reason I'm saying that this is the system falls, Big Pharma's going to take a hit. Yeah, I've heard vitamin B as well. And I'm concerned here, and I see, as I look into this crystal ball, and it's coming through very strong. I don't know if it's parts of Europe, UK, and the US. There could be shortage of meds. That's it, yeah. Linus Pauling, scientist for original, yeah. So we need to, again, it's a response, it's a personal responsibility. But some people are so hooked on tablets and, they can't just stop them like that. But this is going to be the biggest thing in plastic as well. We're in the massive purge at the moment, guys. But I see people queuing. They look like they're queuing for meds and they can't get them, or there's an uproar about it, should I say. There's going to be a new substance what's going to be brought onto the market, and it's going to be a breakthrough for health. It's natural. We will be able to purchase this. They're not going to be able to stop it. I don't know what it is. It looks brown coloured. Remember that. Watch for 3 more celebrities with big shocking news. Remember, nobody is immune to anything at the moment, to what's going on this planet. I am not seeing anything in this crystal ball tonight that anything dubious happened to Matthew Perry. He was tired. He had a tired heart. He took poorly in the bath. Like a heart problem. Something to do with his heart. And it's anything that affects your grey matter, like your brain or your heart, it gets worn down with any drug, from big pharma to street drugs. And it was too much. His heart couldn't take anymore. He was ready to go, guys. And he's skipping the transition. I'm seeing him skipping. He's free. He's going through the tunnel. I can see him going through the tunnel. It's like he's light again. He felt so heavy in his body. Are you all right, Matthew? What's going on about his mom? Did he have problems with his mom or sadness? Skipping like... What does skip mean, guys? Like dancing through. Light. He knew that the world was evil. He couldn't face people. He had terrible anxiety. He's out of his physical body now. He's sad he went so young. He had so much more to give. But he struggled with his comedy after he took poorly. And, he did a lot for mental health. Like a happy dance. He's sad about his mum. He struggled a lot. He did have a close, confident friend. And there was a love he never got to be with properly. He had to make some difficult choices and a lot of sacrifices to leave. He didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave comedy, but he couldn't. He struggled so much. I didn't know this, man, that he used to take a lot of popping of pills and drugs, cocaine and that, before he went out on set, drunk. Because he found it hard to face people. He's saying he was a starseed. And he never felt he came onto this planet to uplift people, but he did do his own research. He misses his friends, the friends and friends, and who played Monica. He never got to get that chat with her, what he wanted to. He promised to always meet up with them. He just found it hard with anxiety. And the pains in his legs have gone. I hope his mum's listening to this. He loves them so much. And he's shown us a little dog. I don't know if he had a little dog or his mum had a little dog, but his best friend. Or was it a cat? It was like a little animal. Just felt really poorly, pain in his chest. Sickly, poorly. The next thing, he was out of his body. He was trying to sort himself out, and he was going to write a book. There was so many things he wanted to do, a podcast and stuff. He was trying to get better. The light, the colours are so beautiful. Tell Mum I'm fine. I love yous all. It's so beautiful. We all go back to colours and love. He's saying he was in a parallel, and that affected him because we're all ascending. So ascension can be very painful, but if you're coming off drugs, that can be more painful. Behind that clown, behind that smile was a lot of tears. Did he have a sister? Did Matthew Perry have a sister? Or something about there was upsets with a female in his family? Or somebody that he loved, yeah? He's like dancing, like that Fred Astaire dancer he's going through, and he's got a drink in his hand. He's going to heal on the other side. He says, it makes you wonder what it's all about. I made all that money and got that nice house, and for what? The pain that his body went through, and his mind and his soul. And he was under therapy, and he was doing really well. But now he said it was his time, and he's going to heal on the other side and help people on the other side. And he's going to come through other humorous future comedians. And he doesn't want you to be sad. He had his time. The last times on earth he was sad, hiding away. He was helping people. But there was this anxiety because there was a part of him that really wanted to go out there, and he had so much more to give, and he never could do it because of his problems, because to push himself too much brought everything back. So now he's healing on the other side. And he just wants to send his love to everybody. He's going back to the stars. He wasn't everything that we were into. He just couldn't be because of being in the public eye. And he didn't trust governments. And he found it hard. There was a lot of woke people in Hollywood, you know. It's hard to open up when you're in that field. He was lonely even though he knew a lot of people, because people expect him to be funny Chandler. He just wants to say that there was a side to him that was caring and loving and too sensitive for this world. Genius. He did, or he was in the process of writing a book. Maybe that might come out at some point. Bless him. What's that, Trish? He had to go. But he's all right. So the last days of his life, he just was quiet, you know. Ate certain foods in his place where he lived, his home. Had a routine. But really struggled with people. So because he was in a power, he's actually in 3. There's a parallel. We can be in parallel lives. He was in 3. He's incorporated back into the spirit. So that made him a bit different on this planet. He always felt like he had to escape. But he's saying he was never targeted as such by the dark side here. It's a technology of something we do not understand, which is out of this physical world. And it's all part of free will. He'll be back. But when this world's changed, when the evil's gone, tears of a clown. And his light has gone to the light. His light has gone to spirit, to the heavens. The darkness tried to chase him, but he's in the light. And he's got that spotlight underneath him, on top of him. He's given us something with the letter M. It could be Monica, but that's not a real name, is it? Courtney. He went against a lot. He just hid away. He had his close friends, but very few. He did have trouble with a man in his life, and I don't know who that was. I don't know if it was an on and off friendship or a brotherly advocate, somebody in his life. Courtney Cox is very upset at the moment. They were quite close off screen. Something about the last text he gave her. Or he never got a text back. The M was his girlfriend. Oh, I didn't know that. He just wants to say that he's okay. He hated politics for what it was doing in the US, you know. He admired JFK. Wasn't so keen on Trump. Likes Robert Kennedy. Hates the wokeness. Great change to come. Infiltration coming in from outside. America isn't being run by America. That's what he's saying. He played Teddy Kennedy in a movie. I didn't know that. There was more to him, wasn't there, than Chandler Bing. He's gone through. It goes beyond corporations. That's what he's saying. It goes beyond corporations. He got anxiety when he used to go to parties and he used to talk all Democrat or all Republican. He couldn't cope with it. It's easier to be the clown and just to rise above it. He met Hillary Clinton, is that right? I can't believe he played Teddy Kennedy in a movie. And he's saying something here. It's so humble what he's saying. Please don't worry. All these thousands and thousands of children which have been taken over from this evil in this world. I am just one. I am just one of... There has been many innocent lives which have been taken from evil. I had my life. This is what he's saying. I'm getting upset here. I had my life. I played the game. I got to the top. I fell. I learned, and I went on and helped people. But he said, I had my life. These innocent children did not have their lives. He suffered greatly, the children, and got beheaded in Israel. He says that did happen. And he said these children did not deserve this. I'm looking after them, he's saying. I'm looking after them all. I'm going to rest, and I'm going to help the young souls. He's concerned about the youth of America with the drugs. He does not want to take away the spotlight of his passing when there's been so many innocent lives which have been lost over the matter of weeks. But he thanks you all. And I'll be back. It's like he's standing on a stage and he's bowing like that. He's bowing. He's got a friend over there as well. I don't know if he had a friend that he lost when he was young. The world's a mess. His body wore out. That's all. There is an attack on Israel. I'm not fully channeling him here. I'm communicating with him. I'm passing on the messages. Is anything else you want to say? It's so beautiful. He's going through in this smoke, the smoky colours. Just meeting a granddad and a grandma. There's a dog running to him. Everything just goes back. We go back home. We go back to the love. Paul's given us this before as well, my brother. He's saying the same thing. The love we experience here is a small, minute bit of what is over there. Imagine that. Millions and millions more is what you feel when you go to God. You go to God, you go to that love back to source. Just peace. Just love. No pain. He's transitioning. And he's happy. And he's looking back and he's seeing all the shows he did. And he's happy. He's happy. Please don't worry, he's saying. I'm okay. Hold the love for the children on the plains. on earth, and for the innocent, and for the people who need the help. I'm okay, he's saying. And he's bowing. He's bowing as he goes through. He says a lot of work needs doing to sort the mess out in the United States of America and beyond the world, in mental health and drugs. He wanted to be more a bigger advocate for it. It needs to be more talked about because the evil corporations is all behind it, he's saying. Did he have Jewish blood in him? Does he feels very like connected with them? Maybe he's not, I don't know. He always dreamt of being that father, that happy, and helping all the kids on the street, all the younger generation. Big changes are coming by April. You will know who is definitely by April, if Trump's in the game or not. But Matthew Parry hopes not. He will not get into a conversation on that. He just hopes and he sees bigger dreams for America to come. But he's laughing. That big man might come back, he's saying. He might come back. Goodbye there, Matthew. He's saying goodbye. More friends will follow me in soon, he's saying. More friends will follow me in soon. Goodbye. That was his transition. He's transitioning now. In the tunnel. I like this tunnel. Yeah. Give us 5 minutes. Yeah, and feel his energy. I don't feel I helped him cross over. I think that it was just, I tapped in and he wanted to pass that message on. But he's so happy he's out of all that pain, and it was an uncomfortableness in his body. Nobody took him out. He's a bit pissed off that he wanted more time, but he was struggling. He was struggling, God love him. And he's saying he had the money to go and get the help, but not everybody has that money to go and get that help. And that's what he was passionate about. That's what he wanted to work at for the US. And it's so true that. We all know that. It was me, Johnny, I said that. And wasn't it nice how he said he didn't want to take stage for his passing when there's so many innocent ones who have passed. I think that you're looking at not just a funny man, he had a very big heart. a very big heart. The mental health system needs to change. Period. Full stop. Yeah. So he had the help to get what he could. I think his money was running out, mind. He wasn't as rich near the end of his life as he was at the beginning. But he was careful in a way at the end, more careful. He made a lot of mistakes as well, he's saying. Blew a lot of money in the beginning. But he's saying the majority of people like living in the Bronx in New York with all the drugs problems and that, they don't have the money to get the help. He couldn't handle this world. But the mental health comes under the umbrella of like what he went through with his drug problems when he went into rehab. He could pay for that. Like he's saying, not everybody can pay for that. It's been reported he had 120 million, is that right? Right, okay. That might have been reported that, but you don't know what debt he's been in as well along the way. His lifestyle was comfortable and he could get the help he needed, yes. But he was passionate about the normal people. He didn't have a gigantic house, no? But there you go. His transitioning's quite peaceful. He's just sad about leaving his loved ones behind. One person said he'd spent 9 million on a drug rehab, yeah. So I think he learned, that was his ascension. He had to go through all of that shit, to have all that money, to then go through it all, to lose a lot to get the help, then to realise, wait a minute, there's other people, there's not just me, and they can't pay that. And I think this is why he turned to helping people and wanting to be that voice. But I think that he's all right, and he's definitely on the road to recovery over there. He hasn't gone over traumatised, put it that way, like some do. He's saying a tired heart muscle. The heart couldn't take any more. Maybe his blood pressure's just gone up and it's just been too much, you know. It's not meaning he's took anything. It could have just been he's had a drink or something and got into a hot jacuzzi, or maybe he's had a paracetamol and it's just been enough to tip him over the edge because of that tired heart muscle. But it was nothing untoward. I'm not saying it at all. I'm not saying it at all. Who's Paula? Yeah, your heart's a muscle, isn't it? So if he's took all that battering over the years, God knows what it's been a tired heart he's had. And if he's had high blood pressure, he shouldn't have gone into the jacuzzi, yeah. He's just fell asleep. He's felt a bit funny and he hasn't been able to get out, and everything's just stopped. Right, let's do 10 more minutes of this. Let's see what else I can see. So it looks like it's going to be quite an eventful week. I've heard recently that the buses are going to go on strike in the UK, so there's going to be a lot more strikes to come, a lot more protests. I've been saying this, didn't I say it last year as well? There's going to be lots of marching and lots of protests as we're coming into the dark, the winter nights. So that's all happening now. I said this at the beginning of the year, didn't I, last year? Raining and dark and sleety, which is, it's like that now. And yeah, it's all going to start to happen. Trains, buses, planes. And I still get a funny feeling about that airport over what used to have the artwork on over the US. I still get a weird creeped out feeling about that place. Watch for big news and around William and Kate, so I don't know what that is. Oh, baby, come here, she's crying. Denver, yeah, Denver airport. I don't know if it's going to be the Friends casts or part of the Friends cast. Someone's going to make a statement or they're going to come out or go on a show or do something about, you know, there might be a re-release on something or a new Friends to come out or something. That would be interesting. Or a film done on him. Could you imagine a film being done on him? That could happen as well. But it's round about the time, I don't know if it's Courtney Cox or something else comes out on news. There's going to be some explosive news around about that time to do with everything what's happening, okay, but also at the same time to do with everything what's happening with the Middle East. And shocking news to come out to do with around, I'm not sure if it's Putin or over that area, or it could be Zelensky. Ooh, I'm seeing something not quite right to do with Biden as well. I see him on a stretcher. $47. Right, Trump was 45, is that right? Biden's 46, is that right? Correct me? I don't know. 47. BMP. What is that? BMP. G. BMP GSLG. The 13th of the 1st will bring big surprises. So that could be the 13th of January, maybe. So watch for that. Any big news in around William and Kate, so watch for that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting Ozzy Osbourne in this crystal ball tonight in Ozzy Osbourne. And there's going to be some big news in around them. And a sportsman just suddenly going, and it's a bit of a mystery, something to do with water. And I'm also seeing Julian Assange bouncing out of this crystal ball, so watch for that. SC. When there's big news with the letter SC in the States, there's going to be big news with Australia at the same time. big news going to something coming out to do with a chocolate factory or like sweets, like candy. Could be a big corporation or something going down, or something big happening there. And something coming out about the news to do with whales, like a whale in the sea. The 17th will bring big news. And J will run. I'm getting there. J will run. Right, I'm going a little bit delirious, guys. It's now 2:00 in the morning. I think I better call it a shot. Oh, we've got the poppy there. So I want to say that we must stay vigilant. We've got Remembrance Sunday coming up, Remembrance Day. Threats of terrorism. N and something near a bridge. We need to stay vigilant. We need to watch around shopping malls, large places. But they will never ever take the poppy away. They are trying to take the poppy away. They will never take the poppy away. Too many people died for our country. Too many of our ancestors died to save our borders. And as they try to take the England flag away and the Scotland flag away and ban it, they will next try to ban the poppy. But we as the Anglo-Saxons will rise. We will rise as patriots. We will rise across our lands. And I'm getting that song. And I'm going to find it. I can't play it for you because of copyright. But it was here. Yes, he's saying all sorts is going on, all sorts is going down. Yeah, I love my kittens. They're such funny little things. Right. There's a song, and I was listening to it was Denmark, and they won the Eurovision Song Contest. And I can't think when it was. How do I get my history up on here? History, right. I shall find it for you. Right, so it's the band, the rock band is called Rasmussen from Denmark. And this sung Higher Ground from Denmark. So I'm going to get it up. How do you spell that? Rasmussen, Higher Ground. Give me 2 minutes. Higher Ground. Rasmussen lyrics. I want you to listen to this, and this is for us patriots all over the world. This has been given to us. Listen to this. This is coming in from Spirit, and E2I has given us this for us. Ships in the making, bound for distant shore. World for the taking, men gone forevermore. Boarding and setting sail, yet victory won't prevail. And then it's got, this is the chorus. Freeze the arrow in the air, make your mark and leave it hanging there. Be the first to turn around, take the leap to higher ground. Take the leap to higher ground. call in surrender, still won't feel like defeat. Men laying down their swords, each of their own accord. And then there's the chorus again. Freeze the arrow in the air, make your mark and leave it hanging there. Be the first to turn around, take the leap to higher ground. Raise the banner to the sky, face the fear and hold your head up high. Take the leap, you were bound for higher ground. Go and listen to that, you'll love it. And it's a bunch of Vikings. They entered the they won the Eurovision Song Contest. I believe it was 2018. Don't quote us, I might be wrong there. But it's a brilliant song, very catchy. And the message is within them lyrics. I feel there's so much patriotism what's in the United Kingdom. We're all different nationalities here. We are all, but we've got a lot of Viking and we are the original Anglo-Saxons. We are the Englishmen. And we've been too soft for too long, and there is going to be a rise. And the Vikings, if they are awakened, will bring the whole thing down. Basically. That's what I feel. I feel that the shit will hit the fan, basically. So I think we're in a place of the past coming back to haunt we, but the past has to come out to make everything better.
If you'd like to watch this full podcast, check out the link in the description of this video below and go to Twitch Underground. And I'll see you all again soon. Take care, God bless, and may the force be with you all. Goodbye now.
Where am I? I think I'm stuck on end screen. Guys, I need to stop doing this astral travelling. I keep getting stuck in the cloud. But anyway, I'm stuck on my end screen. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel and press the bell for new updates. Us fairies, you know, we're always getting up to mischief. See you all soon. Bye now.